Today we are going to learn the proteins and the lipids and the carbs. So first let's understand the proteins. What are proteins? Proteins are the macromolecules of amino acids. Yeah, it's the simplest form. So what are it is? Let's understand its concept. So a amino acid is like this. So it's a single form of amino acid. But whenever they are piled up in a group, the bunch of them it is called as protein because it's a group of macromolecules of amino acids. Now, the proteins that are in our body they could not be stored, unlike the fats that is the lipids and the carbs that is the glycogen. It cannot be stored. So what happens here? If the proteins are not stored, then they are utilized by the body. If you want to get bulky, a good physique and everything, then you need protein because every type of muscle, its growth, the trypsin that is required in the growth of flexible muscle, it is required. So if it is required, then protein is necessary. Our body utilizes it for that purpose. For our skin, the melanin that and the keratin for our hair. So the melanin and keratin are formed with the help of protein that we consume. And proteins of animals are considered as the first class grade of protein. Animal protein is a first class protein. Our body, if gained from that, it has a meat has the large sum of protein. It is a thing because they are meat, right? So they have the every type of animal that we consume here. They also have a large amount of grass inside their body, so that creates a high amount of protein. So their meat has a large protein. Similarly, they for the skin they provide melanin and keratin. For the blood, hemoglobin and antibiotics, antibodies for that fact. And after that, what comes the muscle flexible protein and myosin. And after that comes the cells for cell membrane and plasma membrane, something like that. And for the pituitary gland, various type of hormones, and for many other things are provided. So a large amount of things are provided, and this is the proteins. Proteins are used for many stuff. You could see the chart, right? This chart shows every type of protein that are utilized for our body. After knowing about this, what next? The next that comes is our lipids. But before knowing that, let's understand a type of most abundant provided protein in the nature. It is known as rubisco. Rubisco is the most abundant protein in this nature, provided in every plants and in most humans as well. Now, after protein, what comes the lipids. Lipids are a heterogeneous compound, and these are bounded with special type of bonds. So lipids are that these are a special type. These are bonded with special type of bond, and they break down in our body in the form of fatty acid, and then they are utilized because fatty acid breaks, then it is used for energy, right? But they are used for phospholipid. For the formation of phospholipid it is required, and whenever phospholipid is formed, our body requires a various type of hormones, the testosterone, the progesterone, the estrogen, and many more. So these type of hormones are also formed with the help of lipids. So lipids play a very large role in our body, right? Because if not lipids are provided, then hormones that give the characteristics of progesterone and estrogen and the testosterone differentiated between them, it would not be possible. So hormones play a large role. Similarly, after talking about the lipids, the one that comes is the vitamins. Vitamins are heterogeneous compound which are formed, and these vitamins are of two types. They are divided into their solubility based on two: water soluble and fat soluble. The water soluble are A, D, E, K, fat soluble are B and C. So vitamins play a large role as well, and large amount of vitamin pills are necessary. These range from the A to K, and there are various subtype of them as well. I hope you understand. Thank you.